short years ago, Mercedes-Benz and Infiniti had a partnership. You could call it a marriage. And that led to this little baby, the 2017 Infiniti QX30 Sport. It's got Japanese styling on top of German engineering, and while I really like the drivability and the looks, this car is one quirky crossover. Infiniti is certainly making some of the best-looking cars in the business, and the QX30 is no exception. Sitting a mere 6.1 inches from the ground, the Sport is just a smidge over a half-inch lower than the base QX30 and 1.8 inches lower than the QX30 with all-wheel drive. The lowered stance gives it a more aggressive look, complemented by the sculpted hood, swoopy side style lines, and sharply raked roof. The QX30S gets the same engine and transmission as the Mercedes-Benz GLA, although both have been tuned to be just a bit more sporty. The 2-liter 4-cylinder engine is good for 208 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, which is ample power to motivate this QX30. Getting the power to those front wheels is a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. And this brings me to my first quirk. There's no normal drive mode, just sport, eco, and manual. And while I love cruising to the high revs, it's not always optimal. Eco mode is, well, not always the most fun, as you're going to have low RPM shifts and a less responsive throttle. Manual mode lets you get almost to the red line before shifting, which is great, but sometimes a gal just wants a normal mode, and this car should have one. That's not to say that the QX30 isn't fun to drive, because it is. The ride is a bit on the stiff side, but the brakes are fantastic and great for late braking into turns. The quick ratio steering doesn't offer the most feedback, but I'm just glad it's not the crazy drive-by-wire system Infiniti has in the Q50. Infiniti's InTouch system is lightning fast, accepting inputs instantly with no lag. A few quirks here, though. The controller knob only moves through tiles on the screen from left to right, not up and down. So to get from the first tile to the last, you have to cycle through all of them. Of course, you can just, touch the tile you want, but the control knob should be more flexible. The 2017 Infiniti QX30S starts at $38,500, offering a semi-affordable entry into the luxury of an Infiniti. Just be prepared for some unconventional quirks that you may find irksome.